Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Khamzat Chimaev is ready to engage yet again. Doubt him now, folks. Doubt him now. The undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis. And even though, of course, he wanted to beat Israel Adesanya for the title, it ended up being Sean Strickland. This man's the best in the world. And he has had knockers and doubters every step of the way. They knocked his cardio. They knocked his grappling. The man can fight. The man's a born fighter, as are a lot of individuals who grow up in South Africa. And now that he's the champion, in theory, he's 20 to 30% better. We'll see if the incumbent can get dethroned here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus du Plessis.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken this.
Oh, man!
Back to his feet. That's good defense to get that guard up. All right, now a little separation between the two fighters.
Big kick lands.
Gets the single leg takedown. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by du Plessis. A hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Now he's in side control. That was a slick transition. The swelling is starting to show. He has been beaten up from the top. He has got to move.
Strike that!
Du Plessis back to the north-south. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike.
Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots. And once again, he lands right on that cut.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Start raining those elbows. Start raining those elbows.
30 seconds to go now. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back, you need to be up on an elbow, you need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhooks when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, round two. And he connects with the punch there.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Oh, nice defense on the single leg attempt there. Pretty good jab there by Chimaev.
Oh, nice body shot.
Lands the kick to the body there. There it is, he stuffs yet another takedown, and not a bad attempt by the wrestler, but he hasn't realized any success with his takedown game this far.
Sometimes, John, it's not enough. You can beat the guy to the position. The guy is just well-versed enough to defend, and that's exactly what we're seeing from this balanced fighter.
All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm gonna be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out.
Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here. Du Plessis in half guard now.
Great shot from the top position.
And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position here, DC. When you're in this position, however rare it may be, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to lay on. I'm just trying to cut air from going to your body. I'm just trying to make you carry my weight. I don't necessarily want to be here. And I don't know if this guy wants to be here right now. He will use this to try to get to the next position.
Don't want to be there for more reasons than one.
Don't want to be there. I don't want to be there on the bottom.
Du 20 seconds to go, round 2. Chimaev's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. Round 3 next. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Chimaev's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, nice hook. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Du Plessis. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him. He goes back to the well and lands another strike from the top. And now you can see the swelling.
Oh, another ground strike gets through. Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up. But I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
All right, he's got him in the north.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Oh, that looks tight to me. It's locked in. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Well, the cut men have done everything that they can tonight, but these guys are handing out facials. This is crazy.
Yeah, these guys are going after it, man. Both of them. Both inflicting damage on each other. And both are dealing with it and trying to continue in this fight. This is a great fight. Oh.
Under a minute now to go in the round. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture or something.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here. The last time I saw somebody get this one, I remember watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head, looking at the just size blow up. You know that damage is getting done, and every time he hits him on these spots, it hurts worse than anything you could imagine.
Well, what a war of attrition this fight has been. Both fighters dealing with cuts, critical damage in the facial area. Something's got to give at some point.
Yeah, these are the types of fights that we love. These guys are leaking everywhere. They're both trying to finish this fight. They're very evenly matched, and you can see it in the competition, but you can also see it in the damage that they're both showing.
All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Chimaev gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Du Plessis' eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Du Plessis gets lit up by that uppercut. Rips the body there. Chimaev goes for the takedown. He misses. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Elbow blocked by Du Plessis. Chimaev's got a bruise appearing on that left side right now. You got to think that body investment is going to pay dividends later. Play shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He could kind of...
Du Plessis going for an arm here.
Arms in deep.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the side. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Getting him out here.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Du Plessis right back to the full mount here.
Massive target on the side of his face with all that swelling. And his opponent smartly continues to attack it. It looks like the referee is going to call in the physician to take a look.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. Man, this fight has been pretty wild. A lot of high-octane output on both sides, and candidly, neither fighter looking too good here.
It's the output. I mean, both of these guys have got their foot on the gas from the start of the fight. They've worked really, really hard to get to where they are right now. They're both going to have to rely on the toughness to drag them through the very difficult moments.
All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
Just protect it. You need to go after it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round.
Holy.
What an absolute freak of a knockout here tonight. That's a 3-check knockout, right? Show money, win money, bonus money.
Absolutely, J.A. There's nothing more exciting than a knockout in sports. You don't see it anywhere but mixed martial arts. This young man will celebrate this deep into the night as he should.
The official decision is in. We said it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 5 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus
Still the king of the 185-pounders. There he is, the undisputed UFC